to my channel, Don't Dream It, Sew It. I'm Tanja and today I'm filming a video about my sewing plans for the next month, which is kind of a haul from different places as well. Without any further ado, let's start with my first plan, which involves this fabric you might have seen on my channel before. I bought this in a local shop and it is some kind of ex-designer fabric, I think. I just don't know where from, but they have a lot of ex-designer fabrics because they get remnants from those houses. And this is a scuba fabric, which made me think that it was perfect for sewing swimwear. So I'll be going on vacation at the end of this month and I need some new bikinis. I already made one pair of bikini pants, but I'm going to make 2 bikini tops and one other pant out of this fabric and black scuba as well. That will keep me busy the next 2 weeks, I guess. Then we have some fabrics I purchased online at a German website, so technically you can get them online. The name of this website is Buttinette and I'll link it down below. The first fabric is a cotton fabric with a white fabric or more an off-white or ivory with navy dots on it. It's meant to be a blouse or a shirt, something like the matcha blouse, I think this pattern is called, which has an interesting neckline because it has kind of a zigzag shape at the front, and yeah, I think this pattern comes without sleeves, so I'll use a pattern for a blouse with sleeves and yeah, then just modify the neckline. So as you can see, it has a lovely amount of drape and is soft and probably a little bit see-through, although I think it will be okay. The next fabric from that same store is this jersey with arrows on it. And you might have seen it elsewhere because I've seen a similar fabric at Sew Over It. And another YouTuber, Atina, she's from Greece, she also bought this in, I think, a local shop. So fabric like this are totally in trend and they apparently sell all over the world. Yeah, I have about a meter of this and I will be making either a long-sleeved sweatshirt or probably another t-shirt and something else with whatever is left if I just make a t-shirt. Then I got a lot of fabrics from local shops and these next two are meant to go together. It's a quite thick sweater knit and it has a fleecy inside, and I bought that exact same fabric in light blue and I made a hoodie-like sweater out of it, and I enjoyed wearing that sweater so much that I got the exact same fabric just in another colorway to make that sweater just with a zipper in the front, so as a jacket version of that. And I know I will wear it loads because I love the pattern. I kind of drafted it myself / copied it from a ready-to-wear sweater I had. I've worn that sweater so much during the winter because it is one of the 2 really warm garments that I have. Yeah, because of the fleecy inside, so I will be happy to have another one. And to go with it, I have this lighter and thinner mint jersey, which will make the bottom band and the cuffs and probably lining of the pockets and yeah, stuff like that. And they look quite nice together, I think. Then I have this lovely burgundy colorway. It has quite a lot of drape, which is not great for the project I'm planning to use it for. I really want to make a mini to knee length A-line skirt and I'd really love that to be out of this fabric. However, I fear that this doesn't have enough structure to hold its shape. So I'm wondering if you have any tip for me. Is there a way to interface this or would it work to use horsehair braid or something at the seam? The look I'm hoping for is something like the Rosary skirt from Pauline Ellis. So if you have any ideas, I'd be really grateful for a comment about that. Then I found this polyester fabric in my stash. It has some texture on the front and it is slightly stretchy. It is quite wide and I have about this much of it, about a meter. It also was a remnant, and when I got it I had no intention to make anything out of it soon because I had no idea for what it would be good. However, now I've got a new sewing book which is about making leggings and pants out of stretchy material. I'll link it down below. It's a German book though. And I'm trying to get one of their leggings patterns out of this. I'm not sure if this will be enough for a full-length leggings, but if it isn't, I'll make a cropped one, meaning a 3/4 one. Then I've got a really interesting fabric for you. It's this mesh fabric with dots embroidered on it. And it is quite an unusual fabric, and I love unusual fabrics, so I just had to pick this. Another reason why I got it, besides being unusual, is that I've always wanted to make a bomber jacket. It was even one of my Make 9 plans at the beginning of this year. However, I didn't get around to doing it because I realized that bomber jackets are not really my style. However, then I saw on my boyfriend's mother a white jacket out of a mesh fabric and with a white kind of sheer lining. It's not a bomber jacket, but I think a bomber jacket would look good in this kind of fabric as well. And I was always looking for some kind of mesh fabric to replicate that. However, I didn't find one. But then I saw this one and I thought maybe it doesn't look like the fabric her jacket has, but it's also white and it's see-through, so I think it will work very well. So the plan is to make a sheer bomber jacket which will not be good in terms of being warm or anything, but will look nicely over any type of clothes because white fits to everything, and that will make a really interesting jacket, I hope. Then I have this lovely blue dotted fabric. It's a crepe and it's a little bit see-through. My plan for this fabric is to make a sew over it Eve dress. I've bought that pattern quite a while ago, but didn't find the right fabric because I can't use any of the fabrics in my stash because I usually just get a meter or a meter and a half of fabric if I like it and don't know what to make with it. So one of my local shops just started a summer sale and I found this fabric discounted, and I think the drape and the structure of the fabric are just right. Also, it wasn't that expensive because if you buy 3 meters of expensive fabric, it really adds up. So I was on a hunt for a cheaper fabric and this one checked all the boxes. So I hope that this make will be ready for my vacation at the end of the month, so I get a little bit of wear out of it until it turns autumn here. So yeah, pretty pleased to find this. And my last fabric is the softest tencel fabric I ever found in a store. It has a light to mid blue color. I think it looks a bit lighter on the screen, but it actually is darker, and I think it will make the perfect essential chambray shirt. In the past weeks I read loads about capsule wardrobes and wardrobe essentials and things like that, and usually the people who have capsule wardrobes only seem to be wearing black and white and grey things. So I usually find what they then call essentials even more boring. I agree that to some point you need really versatile things, and since I like this colorway, I thought a nice chambray shirt which fits to pretty much everything in my wardrobe. So I thought I'd make a shirt out of this, which I then can layer either undergarments with the collar poking out or overgarments as a kind of jacket, because it's getting colder and something to layer is always great. So I'm making this as a wardrobe essential, hoping it won't be boring, but I don't think so. The fabric on itself is already quite stunning because it's so soft and it has so much drape, and just look at that. It's so awesome, yeah. This was a birthday present from my mother, so for that reason that has to become something special and something I wear often. The pattern I picked for this project is a pattern out of the Dutch magazine Knip Mode. In Germany this magazine is called Fashion Style, and it's also available in other countries such as Sweden. Plus you can go to the website and download that pattern and many other patterns as PDF patterns. I think the pattern is a really great basic, so if you want to get that, I'll link it down below. And that were all of my plans for the next few months. I guess they'll keep me busy for about a few months at least. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon with another video, and until then, bye!